And just earlier in the week, we were talking about building that pipeline so solid that you have enough leads to succeed in 2026. Yeah, that was really amazing. Yeah. All right. So how are we doing today? We're talking about mastering real estate conversations.
Yeah, it touched to that previous conversation that we had about the funnel and keeping the funnel full.
Yes.
Being always ready to explain yourself and explain the systems and your area and your expertise to anyone.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And you must be able to think on your feet with real estate. So this comes with practice. It's not something that you can just automatically wing and think, oh, it's going to be fun. I'm going to be able to do it. You need to practice this. And we do have an amazing tool that we can use, once again, to practice those. And there's also a very good book, Exactly What to Say, from Phil Jones. And there's also one, Exactly What to Say for Real Estate Agents, where Phil Jones added with another author. So yeah, there are books, there are resources, there are tools that you can use to get your conversations in the right direction and getting to master them.
That's important because there's so a lot of possibilities and possible places where you can do your marketing.
Yes.
They talk about the elevator pitch that you have for 20 seconds. And interesting, if you go to ChatGPT, give him some background of yourself. You haven't done that yet, and ask ChatGPT to write a 20-minute elevator pitch for you. And you'll imagine how powerful ChatGPT can do that you can use.
Yeah, and I think you must know your value once again to be able to clearly communicate it in that 22 seconds. And what will you tell somebody if you meet them for a very first person? You have only 22 seconds.
I think the big thing is when you're working with public and you have a chance to, someone asks you, what are you doing? What's your job? And you can explain that, is that you have knowledge and that you can communicate clearly.
Yeah.
And that creates trust in you. And
well, immediately you have validity on the spot if they think that you know what you're talking about. So be confident in those conversations. Don't feel like, oh, I'm just another agent. No, you are in a company that builds millionaire real estate agents.
How do we get confident in such conversations?
Well, I think first of all, you have to believe in yourself. It starts once again within. It will only show on the outside once you start believing in yourself. From the inside. Confidence also comes when you practice. Then you are more confident. Maybe you can also give us some ideas here, Peter.
Yeah, also to read a lot. Read your Lightstones. Make it your Saturday, Sunday afternoon read material. Go through your stuff. Read the MREA. Our book that we have. The more you read, the more knowledge you will gain.
Yes.
And the better conversations you will have with people and the more trust you will gain from them.
Yeah, and it is once again, mastery is 10,000 hours. So how many times have you explained and guided a seller on a Lightstone conversation or even on a CMA conversation? This is something that comes over time. So start with your colleagues once again to practice. And also maybe, I'm pretty sure AI can also give you some answers if you tell it, I want to explain this to you and I want to practice this. Yeah, that is a very good way to start.
In the MREA, Gary said there's 4 groups: your general public, your target group, your mid group, and your allied resources. And this conversations, I think, is part of the general public group that we encounter every day. If people don't ask you about your business, tell them about your business. And the more you speak about that, the easier it will become. Practice it.
Yeah, and also you got to learn how to stay curious. Curiosity. Have curiosity. Ask questions. Don't just assume things. Ask questions. That will also help you to understand the motivation on the other side of the conversation. And turn your conversations into appointments, not just pitches. Don't sell yourself. Talk value, give value, and be confident. And remember, market knowledge builds instant credibility. Yeah. So they will know if you talk about something that they understand or that you can guide them on, it will give you credibility as well as validity.
Well, the big thing of all conversations is to ask questions. The more questions you ask, the better you will understand and the better you can answer.
Yes, and open-ended questions. So ask questions that somebody cannot just say yes or no to. Make it open-ended. Can you give us an example of an open-ended question, Peter?
A closed-ended question is, do you want to sell?
Yes.
Yes or no.
Yeah.
An open-ended question would be, so I presume you like this area?
Yeah.
Or, do I hear it correctly that you like this house or this type of property?
Yeah, that is definitely one. And something that you can ask the seller is, what makes you want to sell your property? Where are you going? Those are questions that they can't say yes or no to. They have to give an explanation and a motivation.
Or if I say something just to respond with one word, let's say, so I tell you something, you say, meaning?
Yeah, or tell me more about this. Yeah, exactly. Well, once again, exactly what to say. If you reach out to me personally, I will share my exactly what to say GPT with you that I've built to have better conversation, ask better questions. I can use it with anybody. It's not only just in business, but you can use it personally as well. So if you reach out to me, for those of you that are on the call, I will send it to you personally. All right, we're ready for questions, Peter.
Let's do that.
All right, some questions that we're going to leave with you today is, how confident am I when someone casually asks about the market? And when you are at networking events, don't just come and talk about real estate. Wait for somebody to ask you. And this is normally the first question they ask, how's the market? If they know that you are a real estate agent, they will always ask you, so how's the market? Is it also tough out there? Or however they are perceiving it at that moment. The second one, sorry, you want to add something?
Yeah, just to get back to that, that's why you have to read about the macroeconomics and microeconomics of the area, about the trends in the economic world, the interest rate, the repo rate, why they do this, why they do that, what they estimate for the future. And the more knowledge you have about these things, the better you can answer someone if someone asks you how's the market. And of course, the sales in the area. Look at study your lights and reports and see how many sales was there, what prices the houses went for. And be knowledgeable about that, because that shows what's happening in the market.
For sure. And be that local expert. They must know you and see you as the local expert of that specific area. All right. Our second question is, what simple, clear market update can I share in 20 seconds? What simple, clear market update can I share in 22 seconds as we spoke? Perhaps in 2 minutes, perhaps in 20 minutes, depending on who you're going to speak to. Maybe people want a lot of detail. Will you be able to handle a 20-minute conversation about the market? Sure. That's a good one, actually.
Again, equip yourself. So you can be able to do that, because that will come some other time.
Number 3, what questions can I ask to understand someone's real needs? And remember, it comes back to those open-ended questions. So go back to the motivation. Go deeper, go 3 deep with the motivation. There's always something that they're perhaps not telling you. And maybe you can ask, what are you not currently telling me that I need to know to guide you through this process?
The more questions you ask, the better you will understand.
For sure.
At the moment that people feel that you understand them, that moment they will begin to trust you.
Yes, love that. All right, the 4th question, how can I naturally transition a casual conversation into an appointment? How is your conversion there? What do you need to do to get that conversion from just a conversation into a point?
My biggest thing is, if I have a casual conversation with someone about their property or the market, I usually ask him, listen, we can talk now in theory, but let me make an appointment with you, go to your home and just do a quick valuation, and we can see where it fits in the market. And almost every time they say, yeah, okay, let's do it then. Nothing about sales, nothing about listing, just to go and look at your house, because you are important. You're going to look at your property, let's do a valuation and take it from there.
And also, when you are in somebody's, it's better to be in somebody's house, as you will understand what they like, their furniture, the type of furniture, the size of the property, makes sense.
The things against the wall.
Exactly. Yeah, the art. Yes. Thank you for helping me out here. I run a little bit short of words there.
Yeah, cats and dogs and certificates against the walls.
Yes, and do they have children? What is in the children's rooms? Do they have a study, for instance, or a home office? And pets. Pets are important. Yeah, thank you for that, Peter. And now, okay, so you want to add something?
For many people, it's four-legged children, not pets.
Yes. Yeah, okay, the other children. All right, our last question today is, what real estate scenario do I want to feel more confident discussing?
Yeah, we must see where your weak points are.
Mm.
Do SWOT analysis of your own abilities, your own knowledge. And
Yes,
see where you can do better.
yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Any last thoughts, Peter, before we start this Thursday?
Now, I think if you talk about our own SWOT analysis, the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, I think our in general, the weak points will be not knowing what's happening in the economy.
Mm.
Because that's not a subject for everyone to understand.
Mm.
And I think to dig deeper into the trends of the economy will suit us all very much and will equip you and me to have a good conversation.
Yeah, for sure. I love that. Thank you, everybody, for joining us today. Have an amazing day. We will see you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.